Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm here. I'm actually here. I just work for old men. I see you, Frank. I see that. Oh, goodness. All right. Just getting child monitor going. Well, it's been a little bit of a night. Always good to start a stream saying that. It's been a little bit of a night, a full night. We had a family event. We got back late. I was just on pace to get all kids in bed and start stream on time when you know, sometimes kids' nose itches and sometimes they itch them and sometimes they itch them real hard and sometimes that turns into a bloody nose and sometimes it takes two parents to get that tamed. And that's what happened. And we're good. We're good now though. We're good. Everyone's fine. Yeah, so hey, thanks for your patience, everyone. I hope you're having a good night so far. Welcome on in. If you're new to the stream, I am Jeff, or Wags, you can also call me, and this is WagWorksGA. It's primarily an art stream here. I am the artist half of a creative duo with my wife, Ashley, and we like to make kids comics. But tonight, what you're actually going to see, sorry, I'm just bringing my chat monitor up here. Tonight, what you're going to see is me actually finishing some fan art, which I'm doing as a donation piece for Games Done Quick and their upcoming Summer Games Done Quick event. And I'll talk about that in a second when I get my attention fully here for announcements. You know, I have a mouse. Maybe I should just plug that in, huh? Yeah, it's... Thankfully he's okay. He's good. But yeah, so hey Fox, how's it going? Nice, well good luck. Happy Dead by Daylighting. Your mods were evil today. Imagine being old. Yes, I do have to imagine it because I'm so not old. Frankie was torturing me. Hey, Fawn. What? Frank? You're innocent in the whole thing. Wait, so what was the torture? Also, I should probably make sure I actually open my Clip Studio and all that stuff. It's good. And I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm not still muted because it feels like the kind of night. It feels like that kind of night. You made it. Oh wait, is it Oh, now I'm gonna totally blank on it. Oh, DPI all the way down and mouse upside down. Is it crowd control or is it just challenging him, then all the way up? Well, that sounds challenging. Inverted mouse. Right, have a good lurk, Fox. It's channel point redemptions. Okay, gotcha. I will. Although maybe now I should, now that I can do that, maybe I should be cautious in what I allow. Frank, I just saw that you pinned that message. Yeah, that's fine. I stand by it. It's good. If he cheats, he has to drink hot sauce or eat something gross. Okay. Interesting. Has he ever had to eat hot sauce? He drank 2 hot sauces today. Oh my goodness. That'll do it. Joined him in solidarity. I mean, he doesn't like a little bit of Tabasco every now and then, right? Although maybe a spoon is a lot. I one time, have you ever had the buldak, the Korean spicy ramen? Like I got their double spicy once, and I actually drank like the last little bit in the packet. I might have learned a life lesson that day. Did I hear? Marge. Oh, hey there, Destroya or CJ. What do you prefer to go by? Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. From The Simpsons. Oh, the voice. Wait, the show or like the character in the show or the voice actor? CJ's fine. All right, cool. Well, welcome on in. Yeah, so I'm just about to hop into a little bit of Legend of Zelda fan art here in a few minutes. The character? What? Oh my gosh. Well, that is big news. Holy cow. The killer at the end of this newest season. So spoilers, I guess, for anyone who hasn't watched it but intends to. But, oh man, that's a bummer. Admittedly, I haven't watched The Simpsons in a really long time. But yeah, wow, that's a major shakeup. I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. It is good advertising. Maybe they'll find a way to tease it that it doesn't. Yeah, because you want to know what happens. Absolutely. Maybe they'll find a way to like reverse it, just like any good long-standing comic series does. All right, let's see. I got this open. So we're not doing a warm up tonight because I started late anyway. We're just gonna hop in. Might as well just go ahead and jump over to art view now, while we're all chatting. Get it going. There we are. So this is a piece. This is where we're at. It's almost done. I got a lot finished. I did a lot of extra shading. I'm just going in and adding light now. I'd wanted to add Bow Wow, the chain chomp, and like a few other Easter egg type stuff from the game, just to give that little extra joy to whoever has played it and recognizes it. But I kind of ran out of time. I did at least look up. The fun thing we want to do. I've started doing these donation pieces as like non-standard prints. So like we did the Sonic the Hedgehog blanket, which was super cool. For I think that was actually last summer games done quick. And then yeah, we're doing this one as a beach towel. And I looked it up. I think we're using MPix for printing it. And I think there's still enough time to turn it around, but I do need to get it submitted to the GDQ prize committee post haste. Thank you. Thank you. I've played almost every Zelda game. This is the only one I've actually finished. And I do enjoy it. Yeah, just adding a few finishing touches here. And I think it'll be about ready to go. So I'm gonna hop in. Where did I put my stylus? There we are. Double check everything's good. All right, yeah. So I'm just really going in and doing lighting to add a little bit of detail in the background. I know since it is a towel, it'll be big enough where you might actually be able to see some of it pretty well. So I'm just kind of trying to give it that little bit of extra depth. I always have to fight myself on what is too small of a detail versus what is just right. All right, did I get all the extra little light areas in there? I think I got most of the highlights on the background layer of the island. I might do a little bit of in there just to give it some extra texture. Especially here, like at the forefront where it would be a little bit less shaded. That one got a little out of control. feel like if I don't pick the stylus up enough, it looks like I'm just writing in everywhere. Oh, I missed a shadow there. Okay, I can get these guys. But anyway, I'm excited at the progress on this. I'd hoped to have it completely done, but it has been a very busy week in the Wagner household. That's pretty good. That. So guys, how's your week been, everyone? Old man? What old man are you talking to? What? I am flabbergasted, Frank. I do need a shade in there. Let me grab that real quick. All right, not so bad. Oh, working on your passion project? What is it? But yeah, the heat's been miserable. I don't know if you're... I mean, it's always kind of hot here. I'm in Florida, Central Florida. A fan-made Sonic animation? Oh, that sounds so cool. How long have you been working on it? A year and a half? I tell you what, I have a lot of respect for the amount of effort that goes into animation. It's so cool. Like, I've done little bits in Clip Studio with the animation tools, but nothing like the really hand-drawn full animations. Mostly just you know, translation, stretching, stuff like that, with keyframes. So like, kudos to you. That is awesome. Okay, I think the background is actually done now. Did I get these guys? I didn't get these guys. That is one thing that I realized as I worked on this piece, is that in theory it's simple, but there's turn off this tree. Okay, I want to do all this behind here because it's just going to be blocked. But I did pick a background that was fairly detailed, which is minorly signing myself up for pain. Hard but satisfying. Yeah, I can believe that. Absolutely. It's such a skill too to like find the ways to add the expressiveness in animation that like no other medium can really capture. Like doing comics a bit more, like I can do some of it, but there's some things that are just so uniquely expressed. I guess that's true of any format, but I guess I just really like how it comes out in animation. So I think for reals, I can actually finish this one up this time. And then actually, guys, next week is 2 years. 2 years I've been streaming. So I'm trying to get some stuff together to roll out in time. It's just it's been a rough go lately. Just busy. But I should be able to at least get a few things going, and then maybe we'll work on them on stream as I build things out a little bit. So I still haven't finalized the plan yet, but I do think what I want to do is I'll definitely stream on the 3rd, which is my actual 2-year stream anniversary, and then I might do a second stream sometime the weekend. Probably not on the 4th of July, but maybe that Saturday or something. Just to kind of celebrate. We'll figure it out. I'm still looking at what family plans look like. I add my light layer here. And Frank, I have heard you on your request to do, you know, cooler backgrounds and stuff like I did for the KCU interviews. So, working on some stuff there. Can't believe it's been 2 years on these overlays already. Time really flies. Oop. Yeah, no. Forgot to set my reference layer. That's what I get. There we go. It's like Clip Studio makes you think about what you've done too. And you're accidentally filling a huge layer. Hold on. We need this better. Come on. How's that look? Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So Frank, is your trip coming up soon? Forgive me for prying. Did you already go? I almost just left this without doing any of the highlight stuff, but I feel like adding that one extra shade just gives it that extra sense of depth that really pops. Alright, pretty good there. Just a couple more leaves and I think this one is almost done. Yep. Okay. Maybe not quite. Hold on. There we go. That's more like it. Maybe just a hint of a little bit of a edge light here. Actually, hold on. More like that, because it's kind of an upward oriented light source that I'm going with, so it wouldn't necessarily get the underside of the overhang there. I know I've tried to not get too hung up on how realistic the light is, just to, because it can kind of be a deep well, and this style is not hyper realistic, but trying to think it through a little bit. Maybe just a little. Get a little bit more there. All right, that's pretty good. That might be too. Yeah, maybe that's too much. That'd be kind of in the shade anyway. Yeah, that works. I do like this mix of Dearly Beloved though. Show copy. All right. One tree down, one to go. Yeah, I feel like here in Central Florida, we've been just on the edge of the heat dome. Like, there's definitely places getting it much worse above usual. Like, we're getting to 95 most days, which is, I don't know, a little hot, maybe, but it's not uncommon for us to hit that on a summer day anyway. What I do miss is that, like, for a while at the beginning of it all, we were kind of on the edge of the heat, the bubble, so we were getting a lot of that good thunderstorm activity in the evening, which was nice. But it's been like just missing us here, which is too bad. I do like a good thunderstorm, although we get to watch some awesome ones. Like out, we have a window that on our upper floor that faces out west towards like Tampa Bay, and we can see storms that are out over the Gulf. Some of them, like the other night, there was one that was doing like lightning flashes every like 1 or 2 seconds. It was so cool. Okay. Oop, too far. Too far. Okay. Okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. I think we might have lost Frank, but Frank, if you're out there, I was curious if you've had a chance to work on any new comics lately. Go to shadow. Clean that up. That looks good. Just listen to everybody. Cool. Cool. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. That was weird. I'm glad you're still here. I think this is the quietest chat has been in a few streams. Works out a little bit as my brain is a little bit exhausted and kind of in focus mode. Do you get it? Does anybody else get the thing where it just seems like anytime you have a handful of things in your life with deadlines, they all just seem to aggregate around the same time? Focus mode? Nice. Well, pretty much the same, but that's cool. It's like an art studio co-work session. I like it. Okay, so mainly just link and Marin and the log left for adding light. I did play around with doing like a softer, more rendered style of shading for Link. I just don't think I'm gonna have time to do it for the whole piece to get it done in time. But it was more like this. So I did a lot more blending and kind of added some extra darker tones to, because when you blend, you lose a lot of the stuff. And I could have both, which would kind of, how do I feel about that? Oh, I don't know. I feel like one or the other is probably the way to go. Yep, didn't set my reference layer. Every time. Every time. I don't think I need to do too much more on Link. I don't want to go absolutely crazy with it. Maybe need to find this shape a little bit. There, yeah, I think that's a little better. Okay. That looks weird. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Alright, Link I think is good. Marin is next. Set my reference layer this time. Okay. Grab some water. For those of you watching at home, don't forget to hydrate as well. Always good. Definitely feel like the once I get to the shading and highlighting part of a piece, it's a little more intuitive. It's not as like thought intensive, even as like coloring, because you're not picking out colors. So I just kind of, it's a bit more of a zen thing. Inking is actually a little bit similar for me as well, where like I've made all my detail decisions in pencils, so I'm just like getting the line weight just right and stuff like that. I feel like rendering, shading, highlighting, and inking all kind of share that very chill feel to them. It's just easy to get a little bit lost in it. Like I've been working on this a few of the nights this week and just like totally I had to force myself to stop because it was like, okay, it's getting late. You know, oh, it's getting later. You know, you need to get to bed. And I'm like, maybe just a little more. I'll just get this tree. I'll just get, you know, this one more section. Before I know it, 15-20 minutes have gone by. Like, ugh. Probably need to do that sleep thing. Come on, man. There we go. Trying to follow that outer sleeve shape as best I can. Just make it look a little bit cleaner. Actually, that came out pretty cool. pretty happy with that. Just a little bit of highlight on this one. This looks flat compared to the others, but I don't, you know, it's in the back, so it shouldn't get as much light. Yeah. That wouldn't make much sense. That would be more shaded. Okay. There we go. All right, let's move on to the log. Trying to be good about labeling my layers. So it would still be a little bit less on this edge because link shadow. Oop. Must have not closed the gap somewhere. Oh no, it's super fill in. Yep, there we go. Let's just, yep. Just a little bit of a gap. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, I crack myself up, it's great. It's good times. Sorry, just a click on the kids monitor, checking it out. It's amazing when you're a parent how quickly and involuntarily your body will move when you are checking on something with your kids. It's rather, yeah, uncanny, I guess would be the word. It looks pretty good. Log looks rather log-like. I feel like we've met our goal there. I was gonna check the reference. Not so much for the log. Oh, I don't want to change colors. Hold on a second. Turn that guy off. All right. More for the trees. Okay. There's like a little bit of a texture on them. I don't know how much I want to go for. This is like, I'm like, this is gonna be a towel. So over texturing is, I think, it would just be for me to have fun doing it. It's not gonna be much of a benefit. Oh my gosh, excuse me. It's not gonna be a huge benefit to the end product. So I'm trying to fight my inner urge to like super detail everything. All right, what do I want to do? We'll do this shadow. I wanted to try something. You? Yes. Just see. Actually, maybe I'll do this as a separate layer underneath. Multiply, set it to about 50%. We hide like a rupee down here. something like that. That looks a little bit weird. I was trying to figure out if maybe giving some level like, oh, I can see something hidden under the water would make the water seem a little bit less opaque, but it doesn't. It's not quite coming through. Maybe I'll try one more thing. Oh my gosh, if I could stop yawning, that would be great. Yeah. I'm not sold on it yet. Can I lighten this even more? It's a... Maybe. Oh, that's a little bit... Yeah, those are coming across too messy. Well, you know, I do have a... I do have a texture brush I could use. What do I want to try? I have a literal sand brush. Cool, 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 cool. not a lot of texture, but it works. Actually, that reminds me, I was gonna check this with the background. Oh, that's a lot. That's intense. Yeah, that's not quite what I wanted. If I do a big brush with a low density. And actually, maybe instead of doing multiply, I can do overlay. See if I can just get more of the texture. Yeah. That works pretty nicely. All right, I think we're getting really, really close on this. So that's pretty exciting. What else do I do? Oh, I know. Label that guy right there. And that guy right there. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Who knows? Okay. Yes, that's all good. I'm gonna add one more clipped layer there. Actually, do I need to clip? I've already got a highlighter on. Do a multiply. Got that. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay. Okay, that all looks pretty okay if you ask me. All right, all right. Apparently it's Kingdom Hearts night over at Game Chop Study Music Lounge, or Video Game Music Study Lounge. I should probably turn those trees back on before I forget. Oh, the clouds. I'll do the clouds. Yeah. Okay. Almost there. I'm gonna do a little bit lighter. That's all right. No, I'm not sure I like that. Maybe I want to go with that blue and use a smaller airbrush. Yep. I might be overdoing it at this point. I think I need to stop myself. Because I do kind of feel like I'm not quite hitting it with these gradients on the clouds, and they look pretty nice with the crisp cell shading style there. So maybe I just need to stop myself. I just need to stop myself. That's all. That's all if you think about it. Don't feel like that did anything on that side. That did something for sure. Maybe too much on that too. Let's toggle it. See what we like. Oh, that's really dark. Yeah. What if I do this? What if I just do it a little? That's 25% opacity. It's 40%. 35? That may be what I'm going for. But honestly though, I might just turn it off. Don't know that it enhances things that much. I think I can leave it on 35%. Now, I should toggle the underwater layer because I'm still not 100% sold on it. I kind of like it. Did add a little bit of texture in there. Just a couple hidden details. Okay. I think I can live with that. That's cool. All right, if I'm shading, let's try. Okay, that's good. Let's just test out. I like that. It gives them a little bit more shape, which is nice. Okay. Gonna safety save here because I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. Trying to figure out, we're at 11:30. I've got a little more time. I really do want to be done with this, more or less tonight, so we can just get it submitted to GDQ prizes. Yeah, the sooner I can do that. Put my signature on here, since I guess I made it or whatever. Again with that voice, why? Why? Gets a little bit lost in the waves. I don't know. Nope. Oh my gosh. You know, the first one I did was like the best one, and I will never replicate it again. Now I could turn it down varying degrees. I think that's good because I don't want it to be like obnoxious, but I do feel like I'm learning to embrace the fact like I do create these things and I should probably own up to it and be proud. So I'll make it 80%. There we go. Look at that. Look at that 80%. No, 81. That's good. At this point, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Again, safety save. I think this might just make a good beach towel. So just for fun, I'm gonna come back and hold on. Do I have time lapse on? I do not. All right, so now let's just take a look at this journey. Oh, I do not want that ratio though. I want the original ratio. That's like the fast version of it. Let's do 30 seconds. Not bad. I could honestly get stuck watching these time lapses over and over again. Thank you so much for playing my game. Okay. So for a while, I was gonna say this was like the fastest GDQ piece that I've done, but I feel like I slowed down a little bit in the middle, having to the inking. I ended up doing a lot more. I was instead of doing one inking stream, I did 2 or 3 of them, just because I ended up redoing a lot. Overall, I'm quite pleased. It's good. I might go ahead and hold on, turn off that. There we go. That's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and export this guy. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So yeah, I think just for the record, I did this as a 300 DPI canvas. I technically could probably have gone higher, but for print, for most print, 300 DPI is going to be at least sufficient. But it's a 30 by 60 beach towel. It's been kind of fun working on some of these non-standard or unexpected canvases. All right. Well, cool. We did it. That is exciting. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to real quick hop over to just chatting while I navigate over to this. Oh man, the classic Final Fantasy theme. Love it. All right. All right. So yeah, I was playing around with some ideas. Like for the Let's Go streams, I had like the Let's Go anthology and KCU logos kind of scrolling in the background. So I was thinking I was going to do something, a similar concept, but I don't really have a logo. I sort of threw together like this overlay background, which I like, but I didn't put a lot of forethought into it. So I don't have a default symbol. So I was playing around with some ideas here. And also then I just decided I was going to do some shading practice for fun because, you know, that's what you do, I guess. But I think my favorites are me and Ashley, obviously, and then the Moogle. Probably the Happy Moogle. But yeah, trying to... So what I might do is try inking some of this so I can get it ready to potentially use next week. Next week! Next week is next week, guys. Let me just knock my mouse around. I'm sure that's cool. I'm sure that's cool. I was gonna do the Moogle first. Especially since the Final Fantasy music is going. You have to... That is the background color, bro. Alright. Hold on. I can do that. I can do that better. Because I really like that original shape. Say goodnight to Ashley, everybody. Yep. It is very easy to accidentally undo things in Clip Studio. Don't know why. Alright. Pretty happy with that, actually. Actually. I wonder if I did like the old school Mickey Mouse thing. I don't know. It's not quite the vibe I'm going for. I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see it myself. Yeah, probably not. Probably not for this. But I do like it on classic Mickey, I will say. Oh, that's an eraser, bro. Clean that up a little bit. For those of you wondering why there's an R on why I would use an R, that's not an R. This is actually the meteorological map symbol for thunderstorm. It's more like that. I was trying to stylize it, just like also like rain can be a dot or so like 2 dots or 3 dots, depending on how heavy the rain is. There's actually even more notations in the METAR code. How nerdy do I want to be right now? How nerdy do I want to be right now? Let's see. I'm gonna save that. Maybe I just looked that up real quick. Maybe just a thing, you know. All right, let's see. We got a surface analysis going on. A little bit of weather happening. Hold on, let me. What's the latest? Anybody got some good thunder going on? Now, come on, I'm not finding anything too crazy on this map. Alright, I'll have to keep my eyes open for another one sometime. I love going to the Weather Prediction Center's webpage to look at the surface maps and just checking out what's going on, get an idea of what is driving the weather where we are. Anywho, before I just get lost in all my weather browsing. Alright, so we're at about 11:51. Let's see. I don't know if anybody's got any art to share. I could get a couple more of these, but for the most part, I'm happy with these. I could kind of start working on them for a background. So that's nothing new crazy. Actually, I could do emotes with some of these or use them as the basis for it. That would be cool too. All right. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna hop back to just chatting because, like, honestly, I'm excited to finish the Legend of Zelda piece. Like, that is like, yeah. But I'm excited to get that off to Games Done Quick, and hopefully, I would love to get it shipped here first so I could actually look at it before we send it off to them. But I want to make sure it gets to them in time for the event because it's, I mean, partially I like them knowing that they've got it there on stream, but also it's kind of amazing to be able to see it up there on screen. Like when I think the first one that we did, I was too late getting the stuff shipped out for it to show up on the prize segments. But then there were the next 3 that I did. I actually got to see them up there in the prize segments, and it was super cool. I mean, I've been watching GDQ for like, I've been watching GDQ since like 2014. It's actually what got me into Twitch. I wouldn't probably be here without them. So getting to like have that full circle and feel like I got to be a part and help out was pretty incredible. Hey, Frank. Well, I'm glad you're still here. Did you have anything you wanted to share? I mean, I finished a piece. I did some stuff. Still talking to a friend. Gotcha. No worries. Oh, you do? Oh, cool. Cool. All right. Yeah, I also did not have my usual pre-stream coffee. That might be why I'm kind of zoned in as well. Well, yeah, so next week, next week is the 2-year streamiversary. I will obviously be doing some art. I was thinking, I have an idea for something. You don't have the dialogue? Okay. But I have an idea for something I might try. I mean, you can always get dialogue to fit the art. Pretty sure you can always do that. I should probably think before I speak sometimes. But yeah, so I'll probably do a stream Thursday night, and then I again, it's like my 2 years, so I kind of would like to do a second stream at some point for it, just fitting it in. It may be at an off time. It won't be on the 4th of July, I don't think, unless it's during the day, maybe. I don't think in the evening we'll be doing it. But I'll share on Instagram, which I might as well just go ahead and do that. You can find us as WagWorksGA, Ashley and I, on Instagram, YouTube, here on Twitch as well. Likewise, WagWorksGA.com is where you'll find a little bit more about our KidLit project. You'll see my portfolio, stuff like that. We have a blog on Discord. All right, yeah, I'll grab it. I'll grab that there. What is with that voice tonight, and why do I keep doing that? I don't know. The world will never know. Check my comic or face the consequences. The biggest consequence would be knowing I missed out on it, so, you know. All right. I see it. like pull this into OBS. Let me just do that. Frank chord. Will it do it? It will do it. Excellent. All right, here we go. All right. This is where there we go. All right. I do like the art a lot, Frank. I can see why you like this one so much. This is fun. Yes, so. He picks her. Did you have something in mind for like what the fence is? Is it like school? It's like the toboggan. I was wondering because I know we talked about that last week. Was that last week? Yeah, by the way, your perspective work is really nice. I like it a lot. And especially like the curvature that you got in panel 4. It's really good. Okay. I agree. So are you looking for something where like they're having like the Calvin and Hobbes like deep philosophical conversation with like the little bit of back and forth in it? So somewhat of a profound conversation with a punchline. Yeah, I think you got the fourth panel works well for both a punchline, but something that kind of leaves it on that like satisfied, optimistic tone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So themes for their conversation. Okay. So themes of, I'm thinking like adulthood, right? Because Goose is like driving a car, but it's a kid car, which there's a really nice juxtaposition there that you could have kind of a fun, somewhat profound conversation with. I think there's also the question of where are they going? Like, is he just taking her home from school? The fourth panel looks a little bit adventurous as well. Yeah, that is one thing for the long dialogue. Or, you know, what you could always do is cheat a little bit on it. And if it's, especially if it's a character kind of monologuing, you could have the dialogue continue across the panel borders. So draw the word bubbles in a layer over the top and kind of squeeze in, like have a lot of the text overlapping what is just the gutters. That's a way you can kind of cheat if you don't want to super minimize your art. Panel 3, I think could be a lot of fun to have them driving through, like down like a busy sidewalk or something like that. So you could actually have like, that's another room for like a good juxtaposition where they could be talking about something rather peaceful and people could be like diving out of the way, or they could be talking about how responsible Goose is. Like that's kind of what I see. I imagine Goose has this kitty car, all of a sudden like the responsibility has like gone to his head. He's like, oh yeah, look at me, I got wheels, you know, I can do all this, you know, important stuff, I'm going places. And like especially talking about how mature and cool he is while he's like running people off the sidewalk would be a pretty fun moment. Like that, or pushing people out of the way while talking about ethics. Yeah, that's another good hook that you have, is like Lucy's coming from school, so she could be bringing up a topic, you know, panel 2, she could be bringing up a topic that she talked about in school that was interesting, and you know, then Goose has this big kind of soapboxy monologue in panel 3. If you were gonna shrink the art in panel 3 for dialogue, I would say move the kitty car up closer so we can still get a reasonably good look at it. And I get the sense that it's downhill and that they're potentially, like, I guess it could be a slow drive because it's a kid car, but also adding some motion lines if you wanted to give, you know, that sense of speed. Yeah, so I don't know, is there any, you could do so much with it, that there's a part of me that's just kind of like, well, what do you want to do? What topic is on your mind? Because you could kind of pull in whatever you feel like. Mostly just want to show it off. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That is also fair. It is definitely show off worthy. But you release me. I don't want to go. You don't tell me when I go. I kids these days. I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, my impression is that this is really nice. I agree. The art is awesome. I mean, gosh, you even got like the landscape in the background that looks awesome. Yeah, again, the perspectives. It's really nice. This is really good. I will be excited to see what words you end up adding to it. I think, yeah, the profound topic and like that juxtaposition, Bill Watterson does that so well. I'm allowed to sleep. I probably should do that. I'm trying to finish up. Gosh, it feels like it's a thesis. It's a research paper where I'm gonna submit to a journal at some point in the year, but I'm trying to wrap it up, the draft of it. I'm almost there. It's been a big push, and I am kind of exhausted. So sleep might be nice. You're gonna do some commands. All right, thank you, Frank. Have a good night. Thanks for sharing. Frank is sharing all the stuff here, but I'll just kind of talk. My schedule is Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time here in the States. That is where you will find me, and you will find me here then next week for a very special 2-year Streamiversary stream. Yeah, I'm not sure what art piece I'm going to work on because the Zelda piece is actually done. I could be doing some Core Toons. I could be working on some stream graphics stuff. Those are just 2 ideas off the top of my head. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. So our Kids Comics Unite anthology, let's go. The Kickstarter campaign is now over. Pledges are closed off. If you missed out, we may have a way for you to get your hands on that book yet. Stay tuned for that. And of course, check us out over at Core Toons. We've teamed up with awesome comic creators Sarah Giles, Ken Ralston, and S.J. Winkler, as well as some fun friends who do guest comics for us. And yeah, we have a Substack right now with more exciting stuff coming, especially once we get to next school year. Core Toons is short educational comics for kids with humor and just a little bit of learning sprinkled on top. So I think that covers just about everything. We already talked about socials, WagWorksGA everywhere we are, which is essentially Instagram and YouTube and Twitch, of all places. That's all. Yeah. Sorry for the late start tonight. Thanks for hanging around, Frank, especially. Yeah. Yeah, my brain is done, it says. So I'm gonna wrap it on up, and I hope y'all have a great night, have a great week, and I will see you next week for the 2-year Streamiversary. Yeah, thanks again for chilling out. Oh, if you're watching the VOD, of course. If you're watching the VOD, thank you. Thank you also for supporting me and letting me share with you. Feel free to go ahead and drop a like, a follow, a subscribe, a comment, whatever is appropriate and whatever you feel like doing. I appreciate the support and just like to know what you're thinking and how you liked it. If you have been here the whole time, if you've chatted, I've enjoyed chatting with you, obviously. If you have not, I appreciate you just being here and watching. It's nice. I was saying to CJ, you know, it's like that art studio feeling. This is a great unwind, relax time for me. Just listening to music, doing some art, chatting. So I really appreciate having you here. And that is actually the last thing that I got to say. So thanks again, Frank. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great week. And I will see you for the 2-week Streamiversary. Bye, guys.